Let me blatantly put it this way. RoxyPolecat comes from and stems from the fact that I love polecats as pets. They're very challenging but a very rewarding pet if you can make them tame. And I had a polecat called Roxy, whom was one of the ones that I first had the opportunity to tame a violent polecat and make the polecat tame in the end. So therefore the name RoxyPolecat is not referring to a female name, but in actual fact a reference to an animal that I cared for when I was a child. Roxy to this day, much like my 2011 A-list with the songs Pull the Trigger and Dead Puppet of course, have become synonymous with the name being carried over since 2011. Now of course there is the assumptions that I have somehow just kind of had a bit too much fun on the copyrighted stuff. I had no intention when releasing anything from Black Sabbath, Rocky Horror, or anything that is really copyright. It is, at the end of the day, just a bit of fun. I ain't doing this for money. I ain't doing this to make a business. I just want to have a bit of fun as an amateur on YouTube. Yes, and a lot of people have commented on the homemade style of DIY. I use stop motion as a tool to promote messages, whether it be helping friends out who are having a hard time or making people laugh. I like to make videos in genuine stop motion, and a lot of people want to see the modern day stop motion AI Lego films, where every single thing is a green screen background, and the stop motion to me is sometimes too fast. Therefore I use a much slower speed that I've been using since 2009. Obviously refined now with a new movie maker. But if you must know, and this is a personal quip of mine, it is not a slideshow. A slideshow is images timed by each second. Stop motion is the movement of any figure that you manipulate. So therefore, if you don't know what stop motion is, you do now. And I just hope that this whole RoxyPolecat thing with thinking, oh, there's a Taylor Swift cover, his name's Roxy, it does confuse people, but I hope that explains everything. I do it out of respect. I have tried putting messages about food banks with the Taylor Swift videos. I have tried putting messages with food banks with a lot of her work from her volunteered previous. But as I said, as an Edinburgh displayer, I try and promote messages that sometimes make you rethink what you're looking at. And it's hard. I know it's hard to watch something that has a more of a real message behind it, rather than something funny that everyone just wants to see because they want to laugh. Please take time to watch videos fully. Me and Ninian have worked very hard over the past few months, and as a friend, I appreciate the help he gives me, but we really do work hard making these stories come to the end of a part, or even if it's 8 parts, we work really hard to get the stories written. I mean, I do all the writing, stop motion, voice work, you name it. And he gives me the story ideas. We work very hard as friends to make these videos happen, even if he has given me concepts. It's like Charlie Brown Music Video Directing 2 and Freedom and 7. It's a concept, and I'm bringing it to life. So please remember, RoxyPolecat is not a female YouTuber, but in actual fact, a male. And of course, with that, I will end it there.